It is Thursday, September 28th. Good morning. It's another beautiful day. Welcome to THG News Today. I am Mervyn Hanley. The news this morning is brought to you with the kind compliments of Carl & Sons on St. Martin. Let's hear from Carl & Sons, and we will be right back. Carl & Sons have been serving the people of St. Martin for over 40 years. And the food and service get better and better. From early morning, customers flock to the bakery for their favorite sandwiches, cakes, pastries, you name it. First thing at mornings and last thing at afternoons, folks rush to Carl & Sons for simply the best. There are two locations, Colbay and on the Punfill. In Colbay, the opening hours are Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. On Saturdays, 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. And on Sundays, 6:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Opening hours on the Punfill, Monday to Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, 6:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. We also cater for weddings, parties, special events, whatever the occasion. It's Carl & Sons. Our staff, we are always happy to serve you. Call us today, the Colbay location, 721-544-2462. That's 721-544-2462. Or in Phillipsburg, 721-543-1059. That's 721-543-1059. It's Carl & Sons Bakery. We are here to serve you. We begin this morning with news out of Jamaica. Member of Parliament, St. Andrew East Rural, the Most Honourable Juliet Holness, was elected Speaker of the House of Representatives on Tuesday. She has been elevated from Deputy Speaker of the House and replaces Marissa Dalrymple Philibert, who officially resigned on September 21st. The new Deputy Speaker of the House is Member of Parliament, St. James Central, Heroy Clark. Mrs. Holness and Mr. Clark were the sole nominees for the post. In accepting her appointment, Mrs. Holness promised to execute her responsibilities judiciously. Let me thank you for the confidence reposed in me to handle the very difficult job of being the Speaker of this Parliament. I accept my responsibility with great humility, and I will always endeavour to ensure that I manage with equity, judiciously balanced, and always in keeping with the standing orders of this noble House, she said. Mrs. Holness, who is wife of Prime Minister, the Most Honourable Andrew Holness, said she will do her utmost to preserve the dignity of the House. Meanwhile, still in Jamaica, two men were reportedly shot and killed by the police in Spring Garden, Westmoreland on Wednesday afternoon. According to Zone 4 Commander for Little London and Negril, Deputy Superintendent of Police Mitchell, the men died in confrontation with lawmen. According to reports, there was a police operation in the area sometime about 12:30 p.m. and the operation resulted in a confrontation. During the melee, two men were shot and taken to the hospital where they were pronounced dead. Mitchell said two firearms were recovered from the incident and the Independent Commission of Investigations has commenced an investigation into the matter. The United States Coast Guard returned home to Key West, Florida earlier this month after a 55-day patrol in the West Caribbean Sea, during which they seized approximately $70 million in illegal narcotics. According to a Coast Guard release, the seizure occurred during two counter-drug operations. In one operation, the crew members apprehended 3 suspected drug traffickers. In another case, collaboration with a U.S. Customs and Border Time Protection Maritime Patrol aircraft led to the recovery of approximately 5,325 pounds of illegal narcotics by the pursuit team. These cases highlight the need for Coast Guard presence in these regions to combat the illegal trafficking of drugs and emphasizes the operational capabilities of our platform and crew, said Commander Gavin Garcia, commanding officer. The team worked alongside other Coast Guard cutters and U.S. partners to conduct counter-drug operations and fight transnational criminal organizations. And finally, in our news this morning, it's the immediate recall to St. Kitts and Nevis for consultations with Ambassador Nerys Dockery. Her Excellency Nerys Dockery, Ambassador and Permanent Representative of St. Kitts and Nevis to the United Nations, has been recalled to Capital for consultations with immediate effect. The government remains committed to promoting the interests of St. Kitts and Nevis within the international community and to advancing its principled foreign policy. The government has identified an interim representative who is presently undergoing the accreditation process. Further details will be provided at a later date. Communique issued by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Now, THG understands that this may have something to do with a number of Facebook posts that the ambassador made in some rants against the Labour Party in power on St. Kitts and Nevis. We'll find out more as we continue to follow this developing story. Quite embarrassing, I should add, to the nation of St. Kitts and Nevis, but we'll find out more as information comes in. That's a look at the news this morning. It's THG News Today. I am Mervyn Hanley. Do join me again tomorrow, Friday, for a similar presentation. I want you to have a wonderful and blessed day.